Welcome back to YouTube to Believe in Help. Today's episode is 10 key tips to making 2025 your best year yet. Set goals, stay inspired, and succeed. As we welcome 2025, it's time to reflect on past blessings and prepare for a year of growth, success, and new beginnings. Most people see a new year and New Year's resolution as a thing of the past, and they waste time because so many people say they are going to make changes and they never end up pulling through with them. While this may be true, I'm here today to provide a different view, a different mindset. That mindset is the mindset of not quitting on yourself. Don't listen to what the world is doing and not doing, and focus your attention on progressing and moving towards becoming a better version of yourself. This requires a lot of planning, it requires a lot of reflection, and most importantly, a positive outlook on the future, your future. So let's dive in to the 10 different steps on how you can make 2025 a better year for you. Step 1, reflect on last year's accomplishments and shortcomings. Reflecting on 2024 is crucial for setting goals and embracing personal growth in 2025. Take time to evaluate your accomplishments and challenges, because nowadays we are moving from one activity to the other, that we don't set time for ourselves. We don't set time to take inventory on who we are, who are we becoming, and where we are headed. Before each new year, I see it as a great opportunity to slow down and just look back on this past year. Ask yourself questions like, what did I accomplish? What goals did I hit or exceed for myself? Life moves at such an intense pace that sometimes we don't want to stop and soak up our own winnings. This is an important step because this is how we cultivate our own self-confidence. We need to take inventory of what we accomplished, and we need to take a moment to mentally sit in those accomplishments, smile, and just give ourselves a pat on the back and a good job. Don't overlook these small steps. On the same token, you want to flip to the other side and ask yourself, what could I have done better? The best goal visionaries fall short of their goals. It happens to the best. The key is to slow down and reflect on those shortcomings, because from my experience, improvement really steps from the shortcomings and not from the successes. Moving on to step 2, create a list of goals for 2025. Goal setting is an essential piece for a successful year. Write down clear, actionable goals to guide your journey throughout the year. Raising the bar every year. Take a couple hours to sit down and take inventory of the previous year's goals and then write out some new ones for this year. There's a powerful quote by Denzel Washington that goes, "Dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointments." End quote. It states that you need to have a clear road for where you're headed. Your brain should know exactly where you want to go and how exactly you plan on getting yourself there. So don't overlook the planning. Get yourself a clear path on how you are going to achieve your goals. Step 3, focus your attention on gratitude. A lot of times we are guilty of looking at all the things that are going wrong. And in doing so, we spark anxiety and depression upon ourselves. What we should be doing instead is diving into a state of gratitude. Giving thanks to the God above for all that we currently have and all of the things that are currently going well for ourselves. But the world wants to see us broken. We are easier to control if we are broken down, sad, discouraged, and unmotivated. I challenge you this year to create a state of extreme gratitude at any time that you feel things are getting rough. Don't sulk in the negative, embrace and indulge in the positive. Tony Robbins states that the strongest human emotion is love and gratitude. It is impossible to stay in a negative state of mind when you are firing off each and every good thing that you have going on for you in your life. Take a few minutes each day to just make a list of all the beautiful things and all the beautiful blessings that you have in your life, and repeat them to yourself when you feel like you need it most. Step 4. Focus on improving your mindset. A growth mindset is a mindset of change and improvement. We are not perfect. No matter how much you want to believe that, you are not. In fact, we are probably going to make more mistakes throughout our lifetime than we will make accomplishments. Think about that. It is the mistakes and shortcomings that lead to our successes in the first place. Don't allow for yourself to be scared of failure or taking that next step that is required for you to level up. Take the leap of faith that is required. Believe in yourself and cherish the bumps and bruises that you experience along the way, for it is those same bumps and bruises that will ultimately shape your future successes. Step 5. Set financial goals for yourself. Financial confidence is a key to thriving in a new year. As a banker, from my experience learning about budgeting, saving, and wealth building strategies, securing a financial future is important. We live and participate in a financial system, and it is our responsibility to figure out how that system works and how to manage it for ourselves. Don't go and set a whole bunch of goals for yourself and leave out your financial confidence. If you don't know how the credit system works, educate yourself. If you don't know how the stock market works, educate yourself. If you don't know how to set a budget for personal expenses, educate yourself. If you don't have a high-yield savings account, get one. If you don't read about money, start this year. If you haven't established credit for yourself or have poor credit, fix that, create that. Money management is important. Many overlook this, and it is vital for your mental health. Because we participate in a global economy, we must all learn how the system works and how to participate in it to build our wealth. Wealth building should not be looked as a means to spend more, but as a means to provide and protect for those who we love. Step 6. Create a higher emphasis on your physical fitness. You've heard the cliche, you only get one body, take care of it. It's true. Don't waste your years allowing for your physical fitness to decline as you age. As you grow, you should be learning and educating yourself more on the importance of physical exercise and proper nutrition. Take time to read books and educate yourself on how the human body works and learn why it is so vital to keep your body running at an optimal level at all times. Physical fitness is unfortunately one of those things that you can't stop doing. The moment you let your foot off the gas is the moment your body begins to slow down, decline, and move into the opposite direction. By neglecting your physical fitness, you are self-sabotaging your own success in all the other areas of life. Meaning, you need to have your body right in order for your mind to be performing at its best. They go hand in hand. Promise yourself that you will take 15 to 30 minutes minimum each day where you focus on your physical fitness. Go for walks outside under the sun, ride a bike, rollerblade down your block, take dancing lessons, sign up for martial arts, join a local weightlifting gym, or just go for a run. But do not neglect your physical fitness. Step 7. Bring God closer into your life and your daily routine. Just as we feed our bodies with food, just as we feed our minds with new information and learning, we must also feed our spirit with its own nutrition, and that is prayer and alone time with God. Take time out of each day to read scripture and find time for solitude and prayer. We often neglect this aspect of our life, and we find ourselves lost and confused. We have everything going for us, but somehow we still feel empty. We still feel like something is missing. If you feel like this or have felt like this way in the past, I can almost say with certainty that you have distanced yourself from God in prayer. Do not let the distractions of life separate you from your faith. Faith is important. Spiritual practice is important. And our souls and spirits yearn for its own nutritional value. Just like you wouldn't starve your body or your brain, do not starve your soul. Step 8, cut toxic people and habits out of your life. This one should go without saying, but sometimes we still interact with people who are not conducive to our overall progression in life. You could be connected to people in your life who are good people, but they just don't have the qualities and traits that align with where you are headed in your own personal life. It is not easy, but sometimes you need to close those doors and move forward, because as good as they may seem in one area, they could be the very thing holding you back from blossoming into your best self. Set boundaries and respect yourself enough to let others know that if they are not going to aid in your overall improvement as a human being, then there is nothing that you can offer them by staying connected. This one's extremely hard. You can try to help those around you rise, but sometimes you will find yourself surrounded by people who don't want to help themselves, and that is a recipe for disaster. Love yourself enough to surround yourself with people who share the same morals, ethics, and values that you do. Step 9, organize your life. Just like we organize our homes and our cars and our belongings, we must do the same for our lives as a whole. This requires proper planning. Create a routine for yourself. Each waking day should be organized in such a way that you are moving through your day and accomplishing little things. Those little things are helping you move the needle forward on your daily goals. It's the little things in life that add up. Goals and routines are made up of small incremental success points. Those monotonous daily activities that most find boring are the keys to overall success. I read a book one time, and it stated, consistent people are sometimes mistaken for being boring, but only by those who do not value the rare peace consistency ushers quietly into our lives. So doing what is right throughout the journey of life is going to be deemed as boring by those who cannot relate or do not share the passion of taking necessary action to reaching their own goals. You need to be willing to be boring and consistent in order to hammer out those small details day after day in order to get to where you want to go. Do not let the world tell you otherwise. And last but not least, step 10, prioritize sleep. I once was at a gathering and there was a guy who was very successful, and he was asked, "But when do you sleep?" His response, "I'll sleep when I'm dead. We don't need sleep." It kind of stuck with me and I pondered on it for some time. And at first I thought it was a great remark. But then, as I thought about it some more, I realized it wasn't so smart. We need sleep. Do not listen to people who tell you that sleep is for suckers. It is simply not true. In fact, you should prioritize your sleep and protect your sleep because it plays an integral role towards your overall health and creativity. If you want to function at your optimal self, then you need to prioritize your sleep. Schedule your sleep and create a consistent bedtime routine. This will help your body fall in sync with your circadian rhythm, ensuring that you recover properly and are able to rise the next day well and rested and ready to take on your goals all over again. The man or woman who wins at life is the warrior. A warrior is simply a man or woman who says, "I'm here again today." I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. Please hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave your comments in the comments section. We're always looking for ways to improve the channel. See you again next time.